concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Spartans will put toe to leather and will get started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Michigan's offense will have the first possession of the game. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
And you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that, Palmer, a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too, and it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor, is that they are the dominant team, and it's not even close in a Sin-State rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better, and a big way in doing that is winning this game.
Give to the running back. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll try the run. Nice move there. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. After run, now throw. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. This time they'll go to the running game. Shows him the stiff arm. Delivers another punch. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll give it to him again. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 85 yards They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will have its first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Oh, they're after him. Firing deep. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll start this drive firing. Bringing the heat. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Try to barge their way in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. Implications go...
Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. They'll toss it to the left. Hard running there. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Holds and fires complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here comes the Michigan offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. The give to the tailback. Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8. defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Look out, he's got room. Got the first down and more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. They're backed up just a little, 1st and 10 from their own 19. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-line and Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabbed in the middle, it's Gilliam. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Off play action on 1st down. They're working that left side. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here on 3rd down for this offense. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. He's looking downfield to throw. Got his man. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decimal meter on 3rd down. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Crosses the 35. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Zings it complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He lost one down the sideline. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They go to the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Collier. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Spartans are flying down the field. They'll move the tight end. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Deep shot for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. The Spartans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Here's the handoff. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up by 17 over Ohio. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a huge break for this offense. Instead of the turnover, roughing the passer, and you've still got the football. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Line gets set. First down. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Makes the grab.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Trying play action. The quick out. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Looking for a crease to the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Spartans are rolling down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Everett. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Oh, he's got some space. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quickly to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. Looking for blockers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Fox. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Leaves it with the running back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man, it's Collier. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They boot it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Calls his own number. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off the boot, looking for his man. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's complete to the left. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Fast, physical, and disruptive, Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups, guys that you know if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
He'll get rid of it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. From the shotgun, the inside give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Rides to the back. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The give to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Everett. There he goes. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. To the ground with the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's in open space downfield. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Power football with the run. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown Wolverines! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll start this drive going to the air. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Spartans will call on their punt team. Makes a move. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Pressure coming. That's caught. It's Collier. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The play action fake. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
So here comes the Michigan offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Michigan! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by 11 over Air Force. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Collier. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Spartans are marching down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going for 6. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They're going to open this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Collier. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Got him downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw again. Quick strike complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to get the first through the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not... Turning it on! Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.